everyone, it's Joy. I'm ready to show you a comedy today so everybody can get a good laugh. They say laughter is good medicine, right? Well, everybody should get well when they see this one. I have spent, oh my goodness, what, going on 10 hours trying to figure out my crotch shape. This is crotch number 5 that I drew of myself right here. And I'm sure you probably can't see the detail on it. I'll take a picture of it later. Let me see. The way you figure out your crotch shape is you take one of these little bendy curve things and you put it between your legs. The problem with the bendy curve thing is it's so bendy. And you can put it in there and you can arrange your rubber bands and you can pull it around your belly and your bottom and all of that. You've got to kind of lean up against something and hold it so you can form it on the front, form it on the back, take it out. You have to bend it sideways and step out of it. Then, you can kind of see my shape there. You can see how my bottom drops below my crotch. Then you slap it on a piece of paper. You trace around the inside of it, not the outside of it. And then you come up with what Phyllis makes me call a bowl. I have another name for it, but Phyllis says I have to call it a bowl. So, you come up with this bowl. Then the idea is to mark your hip level at your joint. Where your leg bends, you put a piece of elastic around there and you measure down from your side waist to the tape and from your front to the bottom of the elastic is what we measure to, side to the bottom, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you get these measurements of how far down from your waist your hip joint is. Okay? So, you can see here, at one point I had my hip joint up here, at another point I have it down here. Over here I have my hip joint here, and here I have my hip joint here. I could probably come up with 20 more measurements to put it at. So I'm telling you, measuring is everything. And if you don't have a measuring buddy, it's just about impossible. But I have to show you this really cool tool I got from my husband. My husband measures people for wheelchairs. If you've read my blog, you know that's what he does. This is called a caliper, and it's to measure the depth of people from here to here, the depth of them, to see how big their wheelchair has to be, and to measure them from here to here and here to here. Well, I got this bright idea today that I could figure my crotch depth with this thing. So I went down there and I tried to figure out what to do with it. This is stationary on 0 right here. I don't know why I'm even showing you this. Probably nobody on earth even has one but Jerry. And this part slides. So I thought, okay, I'll put this between my legs and I'll put this at my waist and I'll figure out how much it is. Okay, so I look over here and it says 9 3/4 inches. So that's completely different from when I sit on a table and I measure from here down to the table. That comes up 10 1/2, 11, 12, depending on what mood I'm in. So let me show you what I did after that. Hold on 1 second, I'm going to grab something. Okay, so I decided, since this thingy doesn't really go in there far enough and it gets, you know, crooked, I thought, I've got this brilliant idea. I'd stick this yardstick on it, because then it can go all the way between my legs, and you can like ride it like a horse. Okay, so I put it like that, and then I pulled this up, and I stuck it at my front waist, and it kept on falling like that. And so I thought, okay, there's my crotch, and there's my waist. Okay, so then I can take it out and look at it. So according to that, my crotch depth is 8 1/2. Well, that's absolutely, completely impossible. There's no way on earth my crotch depth could be 8 1/2. I guess the idea is, for your crotch depth, you have to take into account your curves. You know, you have a curve here, and you have a curve here, and you have a curve here. So anyway, so much for my cool invention. I thought I was going to get this done today. And all I've done is, like I said, I've drawn 5 little bowls for over 10 hours. trying to get my pattern drawn, I read this book that I got years ago, Fitting and Pattern Alteration, and it has pages and pages on what you do with your little bowl. After you make the little bowl, it tells you what to do with it and how to rotate it and how to see if the pattern is going to fit you. And then it shows you where to let out, where to take in, all of those things for your bowl. So I read it and I read it and I read it and I read it and I tried and I tried and I did it again and again and again. And this is what I come up with. This is my SureFit Designs pants back. And you probably can't see it in detail. But I ended up shortening the crotch by over an inch and lengthening the crotch length out here to forever, dear Lord. That's kind of scary, isn't it? My back kind of dips in up here, and it does, and then out comes my bottom, and then this goes in to my crotch curve back here. And it looks so absolutely deformed. I cannot imagine that it's going to work, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to use it, make a muslin of it. No other pant's ever been perfect in the back. SureFit Designs comes the closest. So I'm going to make this up and then I'll take a picture of it. And then y'all can decide if this is good information or just completely forget I ever brought up the subject, okay? All right, that's it for now.